go time? You already know it is. Welcome back to the Hey Quick Question Podcast, Season 2, Episode 17. Hey Quick Question, back with the regular stuff. Eric, co-host number 3. Co-host number 2, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Oh, I don't want to put a number on what co-host I am.
It's already happened. Too late. I'm number 3. Go ahead. Go ahead. Number 2, whichever one of you that is.
I'll be number 2. Hey, it's co-host number 2, Tavares, back from a hiatus.
Woo!
Woo!
Boo.
God, I'm so glad you're back, bro. Oh my God, I was gonna kill myself. I can't. This shit is.
You have a
rough.
whole ass audio mixer sitting on your.
I know.
Your table.
You know what it's worth?
Don't.
You know what it's worth to me? Nothing without you, baby. Come on, bro. Glad you back here. Glad we have you
And
back.
that's
So
been the Hey Quick Question
sweet.
Podcast.
Yep.
So sweet. So I'm co-host number 1 then. Does that make me co-host number 1?
Welcome to
That does make you co-host number 1.
Welcome to being the star of the
here,
show.
Pronounced correctly.
Thank you. A lot of people have a hard time saying it these days. We just want to make sure all our fans get it right.
I know, but you
Samantha.
think, your friends would be able to say it, but hey.
Yeah. So.
You win some, you lose some, right?
Yeah. Chelsea, get it together. So.
Co-workers.
Why'd you say her name?
Episode season 2, episode 1. Tavares, welcome back, bro. How you doing now that you came back from that vicious bear attack? How you feeling?
I mean, that bear really fucked my shit up, I gotta say, bro. You ever seen The Revenant? With Leonardo DiCaprio?
Aaron Carter. Okay, yeah.
What? No, not Aaron Carter.
What was his character? What was Aaron Carter's character? The bear?
The bear.
The bear.
The bear.
He told
He's
you
a kid.
Hey, beware.
You fucking... Yeah, man. Nah, I was out, and I didn't talk to anybody, like none of you guys, for what, maybe a week or two.
Somewhere around that time frame.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really do shit I couldn't really be productive. So no, I was just thought you guys could hold it down, but apparently not. Apparently, Eric doesn't know how to work his own
We
equipment.
missed you.
That's exactly what that was.
That's an excuse,
I was
and you
so
know it.
I was so traumatized by not having.
I needed someone to help
know.
me keep Eric in check, and you were not around.
Nobody can keep Eric in check. He's a fucking wild
I
card.
know.
And worse than needing somebody to keep me in check, I needed you by my side.
Oh.
And without you there, everything else just kind of fell off. I didn't know how to
Go ahead
use
and-
this.
Should I leave? Is this?
No, please,
Is this-
don't do that. Don't do that.
Is this?
we,
Is this just
we-
a Tavares and Eric
Don't-
thing that's happening?
we had somebody gone last.
I feel
week.
like a
Please,
third
let's not-
wheel. You just being so lovey-dovey.
Oh, trust me, I'll show you a third wheel and give everybody my life update. But go ahead, Tavares. I'm glad you're back. How do you feel now to actually be back on the HQQ podcast, bro?
So it's weird, and this could be really bad, but I woke up today feeling like really productive.
You sure did. Most productive, I feel like we've been as a whole group.
It's a
And I
same.
can't wait for
3
that.
months.
I cannot wait for that to
On
go
a
out
Sunday.
the window as soon as I wake up tomorrow.
Oh my God, I can't wait to wake up and still be here in the crib.
I can't wait to
you
wake
know?
up and have to go to work.
Oh my God, I'm not gonna say I miss work, but oh man.
But I
Don't
feel,
tell
I
me
feel
about
like we
stuff.
all have been very productive this weekend for sure.
We have
I
a
also
movie
have a
review to
job.
talk about with you guys. We got more life updates, more regular quick questions, that are going to take up another 15, 20-minute slots. Back on our regular stuff, season 2. We're getting everybody started back to, enjoying our lovely voices and our wonderful input
See,
with all 3 of us here.
yay.
Hopefully we
Which
get
also,
more.
like,
Hopefully, as you guys see, we're trying something new here for the video format. Hope you guys enjoy this. Hopefully, this helps us get new people in to help us work this out too. Get different opinions, different outlooks on stupid questions like we usually do. Tavares, glad you're here, bro.
Yay.
What's
So
the-
I would just like to say one last thing. We are recording this.
Oh my God, is that a cat in the
on
background for you,
4th of
Tavares? Am I
July.
crazy? Is that a cat?
No, that's a demon.
Oh
We're recording
my
this on
God.
4th of July. So those aren't gunshots. Nobody's dying.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Assumably.
Oh my
Assumably.
God.
Maybe.
Yo.
Hopefully.
So I'm assuming there's a good amount of listeners out here that know what part of Charlotte I live in, and I don't want to say it's a bad part, but they showing out tonight, bro. I've heard at least 3 to 4 different machine gun as fireworks, I believe, go off in this vicinity, and like they weren't there last year. So like I don't know if COVID like really like killed the firework business, but they booming today. So shout out to that. That's cool, I guess, or whatever. But
So
now that Tavares is here, we can go over to our next slide. Yeah. So guys, I tested positive for COVID-19. No. Yeah, guys. So
I
you
cannot.
motherfucker. Who the fuck wrote that, bitch? So anyway, I went to the what week is it? So last weekend, went to the club. As people know, a big partier, Eric, went to the club last weekend. Tequila House, me, my two homies, Denim Boys. I guess I can say their first names. JT. Went to the club with my boys. And, we had a great time, Danced with some people. Got a good amount of drinks in. Had to leave before one of my homies got a little sick. You feel me? Tried to go to Denny's. That didn't work out. Just took him back to the crib. Fun night. Made it back home. Touch base. Bada boop bop bow. Regular day. Day later. Feeling fine. Regular Sunday. Don't do nothing. Chill at the crib again. Everything's cool. Monday. Come to work. One of my homies, there. Comes in. Feels a little sick. Gotta leave. Turns out. Gets a little, a little bit of test going on. Comes back. Doesn't come back. Texts us. He got the vid. Dun, dun, dun. This is usually the part where if we could edit in like a dramatic music, that would be it. But
I think the silent one said enough.
Right, he got the vid. So that being said, he got the vid, which means me and my boy with him at the club got to go. So we immediately leave our place of work, get a test going right afterwards. You feel me? Get our test. Boom, we're clean, negative. Ain't nothing, like, we think, all right, you know what, we might be good. All right, could be just him. Next day goes by, clock into work, doing our thing. We notice simultaneously, both of us, we ask ourselves, we got to be real honest about this. How we feeling? We both say, you know what, our throat's a little dry. Huh. Okay, is that it? Yeah, okay. Finish out the day. See how we monitor ourselves the next day, and then we go from there. Wednesday comes along, I text him when we wake up, yo, how you feeling? This is like 2 a.m. And he says, I think he said something like shit like, yo, my eyes are like dying, or like I can't, like chest hurt, can't really breathe, whole bunch of shit going wrong. I immediately know, oh, he can't go to work. He can't go to work, which means I probably can't go to work either, since I'm his homie and I'm with him all the time. So that happens. We both get tested again 2 days after we got tested the first time. He gets a positive. Dun, dun, dun. I get another negative. Easy. Pass it. Flying colors. I didn't even need to study for that test. Negative. So I think I'm still good. You feel me? I tell my job, yo, I got 2 negative tests. All right, cool. Come back in, I ain't got no reason to be worried at that point. Thursday goes by. Another day, I'm still cooling. I tell people about, like, homies, they got the vid. I'm still cheesing. You feel me? I'm all good. It is what it is. Friday comes along. I told myself, you know what? Just in case, get another test anyway, just to make sure everything's cool. Boom, boom, boom. Finish out that whole 8-hour shift at work. You feel me? Leave, get another test, get the results back like 20 minutes later. And shockingly enough, guess who also got the vid? Dun, dun, dun. Eric. That's me. I got it. I got the vid. Eric, pro-vaccine dude number 1. Been pro-vaccine since the start, since the jump. Visor in my blood, all right? Moderna, Johnson & Johnson. Actually, Johnson, don't hit me up. Moderna,
No,
I'm going to get a second
Johnson,
dose for you, bro, just in case. I've been on this grind since the jump. Got the vid anyway. Is what it is. You feel me? I know what a vaccine is. It means I'm not dying, okay? So it's all good. I text my boss, text my HR person. I got it. It is what it is. I'm gonna have to miss work. So we're looking back at it like and things we could have gone wrong. My friend number 1, who we went to the club with, looking back on it, he said like, I might not have been feeling too well when we got to the club to begin with. All right. So we just got the club. We may have just gave the club COVID.
Oh my god.
May have just gave it the club COVID. Maybe. We don't know for sure.
Imagine how many people have COVID.
But he said he might not have been. It could be. So I'm not gonna say. I don't want to put the place on blast now. You feel me? I think I already said it at the beginning, but like if you heard it at the beginning, I guess run that back. You see what that is. But I don't want to destroy the whole establishment. But so things where I might have gone wrong. Going out to the club, great time. That could have been it. I don't know because it's been like a whole 6 days since then, and that's when I finally tested positive for it. And I don't really feel any different up until this right now. This is probably like 2 days after I got tested for positive, and I still feel the same. So I don't know how. My assumption now is that like from Saturday he may have had it, or he may have had it. I think he got tested that Friday, tested negative because, as he knows, people around him got COVID, but he was good as of that point. Saturday comes along, we go out, that happens. Sunday comes around, I think he feels fine. Monday, feels sick, he gets tested, boom, COVID. We was around him for a little bit, that's fine. My homie gets it. A couple of days later, I was around him because we both had to get tested. And that might have been where I messed up at. We was both in the car because I had to go take him because he couldn't go. Nobody else could go with him, or else him putting big risk to them. So there's that. You know, whole team going down, Denim boys. Now the COVID boys, 2K21. You feel me? It is what it is.
Really caused a whole other outbreak. That's crazy.
So here's the thing. But now I am vaccinated. I don't want to, they're my homies, but they are not vaccinated. They are dying. As of this moment, I think they feel a little better. They'll tell you themselves, this is some of the worst things I've ever been through, bro. They going through hell right now.
I don't know the other one, but I know Jay. You said he's dying, but how is he actually holding up?
How is he holding up now at this point, or where it was like a couple days ago when it was real bad?
As we are talking, the last
as
thing
we're
you
talking
heard
right
about
now,
him,
which is like 4 days after he first got tested positive.
Right.
He is doing better. I think he said the main things he said was that he felt like his eyes were like crying for like the entire. His eyes were like on fire and crying. Bad chest pain, like he couldn't breathe. Like I think back pain too. It was a whole 9 yards of shit, bro. He might have had a fever too. I don't quote me on that. Other friend, he get tested positive on Monday. Real quick, I think he lost his taste. He might have lost the smell with it too, because I think if you lose your smell, you're gonna lose your taste anyway.
Yeah.
That happened on top of like the same chest pain, couldn't breathe. They both, I know for sure, they probably have both hard time just even getting up to do shit. And that's what happened to them for days on end. I think now, like yesterday and today, they're feeling a little better. Because I text them every day just to get them like updates, because they are going through it. But again, both of them not vaccinated.
So you're not having any symptoms as bad because you're vaccinated?
Nah. I mean, I can't for sure say what it is. You feel me? Like I can't say the vaccine is why this is for like 100% proof. You feel me? I'm gonna just assume it is, because that's the why I got it. You feel me? Like this is kind of the whole point. I was like, just in case I get it. I don't want my whole life to be in shambles because of it. So here I am. Jeepers. But yeah. So I got it. I'm cooling. My health as a whole has not changed. I think my throat feels a little tickle, a little dry. Been drinking a whole lot of, you feel me, Gatorade. Please, you're not sponsoring us yet, but one day. I've been drinking a whole lot of that, and nothing has really changed my day-to-day life.
Still losing.
I wake up.
Yeah.
I'm at the crib now for over a week. I can't really do that. I was mid when I got the call from like CVS where I got tested. I got the call and I'm like, I'm on my way to go to like this new place I found to like pick up some like funnel cake. I couldn't do that now, bro. I just got the call to get the vid, bro.
So the funny thing about that is, I
turn the car around.
I was feeling sick for 2 weeks, maybe like 2.5 now, because I'm still.
It felt like a month.
But so I finally went to go get a COVID test, because I wasn't really worried about it because I didn't go anywhere.
I'm glad we convinced you to finally get that too.
So me and Eric got the test at the same time, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Like I got mine like 3 hours after you did.
Was it 3 hours? It felt like an hour.
You got yours at like 10 or 11. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I got mine at 10:10 to be exact.
Mm-hmm. I got mine like probably 4 hours later than like 2:30.
And I was like, if anybody was gonna have it, I figured, hey, I'd have it.
We all
my
thought
uncle came over with it.
I thought it was reasonable. I figured you had got it from like a relative.
Yeah, because my uncle came with his family and they were all coughing and shit like that because they just came back from Florida.
COVID Central.
On their way back to Pittsburgh, and
the what?
They were just shut up. They were just coughing and yakking. And
They
next
was
thing you know,
yakking it up with the vid.
the day after they left, I was like, yeah, all right, well, I don't feel well. So I've been going through it. This is going to sound nasty as fuck, but I basically had a solid ball of mucus stuck in my throat. And it's still kind of there. You know this. Why are you saying ew like it's something new?
So
Ew.
gross.
Come on.
But it was a whole ass thing just stuck in your throat, and you couldn't really do anything about it except for drink hot tea and down Mucinex and suck on some lemons and limes. But yeah, I was just basically certain, like, yeah, I got COVID, and Eric's gonna be all right, but this test is gonna come back positive, and it was just vice versa.
Whole everything switched. The whole thinking switched. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was almost positive. Like I was negative. You feel me? Like there was a very few doubt in my mind that I had it, because I had no symptoms on top of, vaccine probably reduced the rate I'd probably catch it at that point. You feel me? I've really only been with them, like the people that caught it, for like moments, but I was really close to them in those moments. So that's probably where I caught it. I don't think I had it. Yes, even when I was with my bro on Wednesday, we both had masks on the entire time. We were around each other, and it was only for probably like an hour, but that was really it. But we was in a car together, and that's tight as it is. Yeah. So that was probably that. Now again, really, I've had to have a lot of conversations about what a vaccine means. A lot of people know who I am, big vaccine boy. They telling me, yo, I can't believe you got COVID with the vaccination, bro. And it's just like, y'all niggas don't know what a fucking vaccination. Bro, what? I ain't gonna argue with niggas that don't know science. Like, bro, shut up, get out my face.
It's me, Eric, science man.
Like, no, I ain't gonna say I'm science man, but like, everybody out here saying like, yo, it sounds like the vaccine didn't work, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro. Like,
do better.
Literally.
Like, yo, like. These niggas ain't telling me I was gonna be immune to COVID. They just told me vaccination. Cool. All right, I know that. I get that. Like, if you're gonna be surprised the vaccine works, well, you probably surprised that the government tracking you through the chip they put the vaccine in me. All right. They wondering my every step was I'm passing by the CVS, bro. Like, shut up. Like, I don't know. But yeah, got the vid. It is what it is. Y'all got any questions for me as a new COVID person?
How's it feel to be honest?
Honestly, it felt the same as living.
Fair enough.
Nothing has changed in like my life except I'm just at the crib, and that's it. I can't really go out to get food. That's a big bummer. Like there's a whole lot of like small stuff I'm like bummed out about, but like the fact that like I'm like I gotta order food now for like a week is terrible, because God, like I know I order food a lot, but like it's now I'm forced to. Like now I'm like asking like family and stuff to like, yo, listen, if you guys really want to just drop by and drop me off some like groceries, that'd be greatly appreciated, because I can't go out to get any. I'm about to be spending all my bread.
Instacart, shit.
But that's extra money.
You can get.
Like it would be cheaper if but it would be cheaper if somebody else would just get them for me.
Yeah, but I think it's just like a $3.99 fee.
But that's a whole fee. I wouldn't have to pay.
$4.
But if I don't have to pay that $4, I won't. You know what I mean?
But you got COVID, so you do what you gotta do.
Right, and what I gotta do is have groceries delivered to me.
That $4
by
is
whoever.
Tax.
Yeah.
That is COVID tax. But like, you know what I mean? Like, if I feel like I can find somebody else to bring this to me in a timely manner, I'm not pressed about getting a little bit more orange juice right now.
I cannot. Well, I'm still COVID free.
You guys know anybody that's close to you guys?
And vaccinated.
You guys anybody that's close to you that like actually got COVID? Tavares, I know me.
Yes, you.
Okay, bitch.
My mom got COVID.
Ooh, was that around the beginning?
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't around the beginning. It was like, I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe like September.
Okay. So I was thinking like September, like it's like 2 months from now. How'd she get it in the future? September of last year. My bad.
Yeah, but she mostly just had like, she thought it was a sinus infection.
Very reasonable. I thought allergies.
Well, we told her to get tested, so she got a rapid test done, and it was negative. But then they made her take the one that takes like 2 or 3 days, and it came back positive.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold up.
What's up, Tavares?
two and two together, and wait a minute. So you're
No.
going to tell me that the rapid test can come back negative, but the longer one can come back positive?
It's more.
But this was
more
also when the rapid tests, I think, were like first coming.
That makes sense.
They were still kind of new. But yeah, she got COVID, but I mean, she was fine. Just like, I think she lost her taste and smell, and like she was just tired and body aches.
That, like, you're saying that's fine. I feel like losing your taste and smell for an indefinite amount of time is horrifying.
Oh, this one of the guys at work, he got COVID and he lost his taste and smell, and he was like, he literally could not eat.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, he was forcing himself to eat because you can't smell anything, you can't taste anything. It was bad. He lost like 40, 50 pounds. But he was also out of work for a month.
COVID boy number one told me just like, I think just yesterday that his taste and smell has been gone. Probably just taste and smell has been gone since like Monday or Tuesday. He said he's like, yo, I think I've lost like 20 pounds already, bro. Like, I can't imagine. So there was like, it was imagine like an early part in like February of last year where like I thought I didn't have my taste and like I thought everything just tasted gray like really weirdly for like a week and a half.
I remember you said that.
Yeah, I think I just had COVID, but like it was never like I couldn't smell anything too badly. It was just like things just kind of taste great, and I was still eating because like I know I'm hungry, so I'm gonna keep eating. But I couldn't imagine being sick, being ill, and then like I can hardly get up, and then I still gotta eat, and then when I do eat, I'm not even tasting the shit I'm eating. That sounds horrible.
Yeah. Well, a lot of like how we taste is off of smell, so.
So bro's probably just in there just smelling nothing. He's just smelling gray. He's just smelling bland, bran flakes, and that's it.
Yeah.
Hate bran flakes.
Hate bran flakes. But yeah, anyway, guys, I got the vid. Moral of the story, bro. Hey, don't go out to the club. COVID is still out there, and if you are, please get vaccinated. Don't kiss your homies that aren't vaccinated, bro. It is what it is, man.
Wait a minute, what?
So next on the slide, future plans.
That's not fire. That's not a firework. That's just somebody with a hammer. That's just somebody with a hammer. That's just somebody like just pissed off going off with a hammer. That makes no sense.
You think they're done, right?
You're not gonna sit there and tell me that was a firework, bro.
They're done, right? I can talk now, right? Was it my turn? No, go ahead. Somebody take this topic. I don't want to hog the slide. You feel me? I've already been told them a ball hog.
Thank you.
Kobe Bryant.
Wow. Thanks.
Take it away,
wait
Penny.
for a chance to shine.
So we have some updates with the podcast and new ideas and things that we will be revealing to you guys. So, of course, if you're watching this or listening to this, this is our new layout.
With
Thanks
fireworks.
to me. You're welcome, guys.
Thank you, co-host number one.
Yeah, she found this
Yes.
this platform that we're recording on right now.
And did. So with that being said, I don't know. I feel like I'm going out of order, but anyways, someone else talk.
I thought I was being a ball hog.
Took the wind out of your own sails there, didn't you?
Wow. You wanted the ball and immediately just started traveling?
I didn't ask for that one.
You always got to be ready. You always got to be ready for the open shot. Tavares, go ahead, take it away.
So basically,
use napkin.
we all decided that it would be great to have shorter content along with our regular, almost 2-hour long content.
Woo!
On
More
Saturdays.
us.
So we decided to do a shorter podcast with centering around basically the name of our actual podcast.
Welcome.
Which is just quick questions.
So, hey, quick question podcast. We're going to a little spinoff show. Hey, quick question podcast. The questions will be quick. We're looking at a 30-40 minute runtime. Hopefully, if it's above that, we're scrapping it. There's no way.
It's not quicker. It's not quick enough.
We're not quick. No. It's hey, quicker question. Hey, not hey, still somewhatly long paced podcast. No. We're going quicker, faster, speed running this one. Yeah, just like they're speed running these fireworks. I swear to God.
I cannot. So the quick one will be just like general questions that we find that have like simple general responses.
We are also open to people sending us questions. Sorry, I thought you were done.
Thought the
Tavares.
fireworks were done.
Sheesh.
Hog.
So the plan is once a week we'll have the quicker questions, 30 to 45 minutes, and then at the end of the week we'll have our regularly scheduled content of the podcast with this new and improved video. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
You want to go to the next one?
The Instagram?
Do you have to win back in your sales? Can you handle it?
I don't know. I'm not good at explaining. So we also are going to work on our social media Instagram. So if you haven't noticed, every post is from Eric on our Instagram.
I
if you couldn't tell.
No, that's not true. We had a good amount from our...
Okay, these recent posts are yours.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to start incorporating all of us, aka me and Tavares, because we don't post on the Instagram, so that you guys can see kind of all of our personalities in social media form. And we'll also be posting like little biographies about each of us, because I feel like Eric and Tavares have similar friends and they're in the same friend group, and I'm not in that friend group besides Eric and Tavares. So we will be doing
like half of the friend group.
So we'll be posting quick little bios of each of us so that you guys can get to know us, especially with like us starting season 2, so that we can transition and you guys can get familiar with us, since you will be seeing more of us. And me and Tavares are gonna put in work on the Instagram, so you'll be seeing some content from us as well.
I cannot tell you how hard that's going to be for me.
I believe in you. I believe in
you. Same. I only
it's not
post
that hard,
selfies. I only post selfies on my Instagram to get attention. So
you can expect just pictures of a TV and what I'm watching currently.
Hey guys, Tavares here. Today we're streaming Horizon Zero Dawn.
I picked up that game and dropped it, and I need to pick it back up again.
No, you don't need to pick it back up. I don't want to see you stream that. I stream something cool, like Pokemon.
I mean, I wasn't going to stream it. I was just going to say, hey, this is what I'm doing.
But like play something cool, like baseball. The streets love baseball, man.
You hate baseball.
I hate baseball.
You suffer every time you play it.
It brings me nothing but sadness. Nothing makes me feel more alive than losing.
I cannot.
It's one of my biggest curse is that the thrill of maybe winning outweighs, like, skyrockets above like the possibility of me striking out at every pitch. But the latter one is absolutely more likely than the other. Great time, love it. I'll stream that sometimes too, and still be unhappy. But anyway, yeah, revamping Instagram.
Yeah,
you know,
go.
You got it.
We also did a trial run of like recording a video podcast like before we took a hiatus. And it was okay, but this is like 1,000 times better. So with this new system that we're using, we can record the video for the podcast easier with all of us, even now that Eric has COVID, because we're all at our own houses.
Sick boy.
So we'll be posting video podcasts along with like the audio to YouTube, and then that way we have clips that we can also share and stuff like that to social media. So just trying to get more content, you guys having to listen to us and see us more.
Yeah, so our audio listeners, go head over to our YouTube.
Just check it out for a second.
Quick Question Podcast on YouTube.com.
And you can see us,
subscribe.
Me talking with my hands the entire time.
You can see Eric every now and then just do body movements to draw the attention away.
And
you can see Tavares and his great lighting.
Is demon in the back.
Tavares, is that Satan?
I don't know why I turned it.
Because your shirt is red.
It's working.
Because your shirt is red. It looks nice. But yeah, so
out here.
But so you guys can see us interact and talk. But it's good. We're headed in a good direction, making moves with this podcast and kind of getting more structure, so that it's easier on us and better content for you guys. So
well said.
Well said.
Co-host.
It's all for you guys.
Co-host number 1. So
You know,
Oh,
he's
I'm
really
sorry,
earning
co-host
it.
number one,
Thank you.
Jesus.
I deserve it because you guys keep saying my name wrong. Next.
Allegedly. Next, new
Allegedly.
movie came out, Fear Street 1994. Brand new horror movie hit the Netflix streets. I don't know what the social media opinions of it so far, so we're only going to give ours and hopefully what we're going to expect from the next one. This is apparently a 3-part movie series where the first movie, for the first part of it, dropped, what was it, Friday or Saturday?
Friday.
Friday, and the next following 2 weeks, the next parts will drop. So it's very much like kind of episodic. Only it's three parts of a movie, and we watched the first one over the weekend. I think
And
go ahead.
before you start, we do need to say that this is a spoiler warning.
Oh yeah, big
Because I don't feel like we're going to beat around the bush here at all.
Spoiler
big
alert.
spoiler. If you have not watched it yet, I'm gonna say just a quick synopsis of my feelings of it. Pretty good, I would say. Generally, this is probably one of the better horror movies I've seen even this year so far. You guys want to give just a quick, brief preview before we get into the spoilers?
Go ahead, Tavares.
All right.
Shit's fucked, bro.
Good job.
Huh?
All right, guys. So,
I mean,
anyway,
I
guys,
didn't even
fuck,
get
bro.
to say anything.
I thought pause. I was expecting a large pause and be like, great, good review.
Well,
Oh.
I'm trying not to.
Oh,
make
you
sure-
were
I'm
trying to
make sure I
do
don't
that
say
joke
anything.
again that we just.
You did a joke again?
It's not
I
funny.
don't know. I enjoyed it. It was really good. It gave me like I don't know, like American Horror Story vibes for some reason, but I liked it a lot.
Which season of American Horror Story? Just in general?
Just in general, like general vibe of what American Horror Story is. But it was really good, and I think the 3 parts will be interesting.
Because I don't know where the fuck they're gonna go, but I mean I know where they're gonna go. They're gonna keep going back to the past because I've seen the titles of the other one, but I don't know where the fuck the story's gonna go. Tavares, your quick opinions of the movie as a whole?
I enjoyed the movie. I can't really say the shit I want to say without spoiling
Well, we're
anything.
about to
Great.
spoil
Well,
it.
I think. So go ahead. If you
No, it's extremely hard.
if
for
you
me to-
have not watched it yet, skip ahead. Come back to this part later. Skip to however like 15, 20 minutes from now, and we'll be talking about something else. But Tavares, go ahead and start off. Since you two have watched it twice now, I've only seen it once. Go ahead and tell us the brief plot of the movie.
So the plot of the movie is basically that in this town, in the
Shady side.
1660s,
Oh,
it is Shady Side. Don't get confused with Sunnyvale.
I was gonna say
Sunnyvale
say
sucks.
Sunnyside sucks.
I know. Why do you want to? For some reason, you really want to call it
I think of
Sunnyside.
eggs. Like the entire time, I was just like, so like the eggs, guys. Is that what y'all named it after? Okay. They never reference eggs.
So in this town, since the 1660s, there have been murders, just constant, like brutal mass murders.
Woo! Yeah, let's go.
And people just haven't really done shit about it. So it's just called the murder capital of the world.
Woo!
Anyway.
Yeah.
So the movie begins in the year 1994, if I'm not mistaken. Did I get that right? Am I wrong?
It's the name
Correct.
of the
It's
show.
in the slide. It's in the slide.
It's the name of the movie.
So I'm wrong. Got it. Okay.
It's actually called 2003.
Damn. So close. And basically the murders are picking up again after briefly stopping, if I'm not mistaken. When was the last? They don't tell us exactly when the last.
It was
murder
recent
but-
because remember it showed up. They did the candlelight vigil.
No, I mean before that.
Oh,
That
I
one,
don't know.
it seems like it's a every couple years thing.
I'm
There's another
assuming
massacre.
78 because that's when the new one is.
And we find out that people believe that the reason why the shit is happening is because of a witch curse.
Woo!
She wasn't part of the
Yeah,
Salem
witch
trials.
curse.
I'm trying to think. It was just a witch that got hanged
Yeah,
in a
so
random
like
day.
Salem witch.
Random is a
It was
strong
like
word.
Salem witch trials, right?
but not in
Right.
Salem.
But they were
Well,
killing
yeah,
witches.
It was in Shady. It was in Shadyville.
I mean, that whole thing.
I'm assuming it was a Shadyville.
Real quick, that whole
Shady
thing
side.
is messed up anyway because they would literally like tie like cinder blocks to the people, and then if they drowned, then it was like, oh, it wasn't a witch. But then if they lived, But then if they
So,
lived,
They were definitely
like
a witch.
got
They were definitely a witch.
yeah, if they got out and made it up, they're like, oh, you're a witch, and they still died. So regardless, they were dying.
And they're right. If no, hear me out. Listen. So like, it makes perfect sense in the sense of that. Well, if you get out of this, you're definitely a witch, and if you don't, well, are bad.
Because you die
So
regardless.
it's not like, oh, you must have tied
No, you don't
this
die
rope a little
regardless.
bit
It
too
means we
loose.
found a witch.
And we're gonna kill her. So either way, the
right.
person is dying.
Hopefully.
Either way, they'll be like, oops,
Well,
she wasn't a witch.
Unless they're a witch, and then they can get out of it. So like, if you're not a witch, well, you better turn into one because you're in some trouble.
I heard a theory before we go back to the movie. I heard a theory about the Salem witch
just a
trials.
game
It was just husbands who don't like their wives are just saying, "Hey, she's a witch."
Could you imagine? Could you imagine, bro? Like what is it? Was like somebody named Thomas is just like fed up. It's just like he comes home every day from working in the mill, and he comes
Just a
up.
real piece
He
of
comes
shit.
up one day and he's just like, he comes up to, hey, can you help our son with our homework? And he's just like, I've had enough of you, Gerald. Get the pitchfork. Like,
I saw her. She made this broom float.
and then she floated. Gerald, you gotta believe me. We gotta get her out of here. And then he finds his marries a 16-year-old.
I honestly believe that though.
So you believe what? That oh shit,
were back in
COVID.
the day.
You believe what?
That they would do that.
That they just like,
They'd be like,
they
witch.
just plaster. Absolutely. I have no.
What other reason do they have? Unless you believe in magic.
And they had to believe the magic, or else where would they come up with the idea of a witch?
Yeah.
The whole thing.
I don't think everybody believed that. I don't think everybody who participated in the witch trials believed that there was
That
actually
there was actually witches. You think they just
Yeah.
So where I don't know where else
I
it would
think-
come from unless somebody believed.
I think it's mostly just like maybe unexplained things happening and them just being like, I don't understand it. So I'm just gonna
Yeah,
go
people
with
were
what the
stupid
group thinks.
People were stupid as hell in the 1660s, bro. They were dumb as bricks in back then. Of course, they thought the Earth was still fucking flat back then. No,
B.O.B. still thinks the Earth was flat.
exactly. Only there's one B.O.B. And now
Airplanes,
there was a
B.O.B..
whole village. And there was still a village of those B.O.B.s back then, and all of them thought Gretchen was a witch. So they had to drown her, or she lived and she was a witch. But anyway, back to the movie, Tavares. Go ahead and go through the plot. Stopped at the witch. That definitely caused a lot of stuff.
So my problem with telling stories is I have a tendency to like add too much detail, and it goes on for too long. So I'm trying to make sure I don't do
Right
that.
now, you talked about how like there's a witch behind all this, and there's a massacre that starts at the beginning of the movie in a mall.
So yeah, some shit happens. Kids being kids, you know what I'm saying. After a whole mall, it wasn't a whole mall.
7 people
It was
died. Seven
was it only
people.
7? Just like
Yeah, 7
late night
people,
workers
and then the killer who got shot. Yeah.
by a cop at the end died, and the next day, people in their school that one of the victims went to.
The victim went to
Shadyville.
Sunny.
Shady Side High.
I thought it was
Shady,
Sunnyside.
Shady Side.
It's Shady Side.
Okay.
I know this.
Okay. I'm just saying I thought wrong. I apologize.
Shady Side High. That's where we meet our
Dina.
main character. I forget her name.
I was gonna say Sunnyvale.
Her
That was
the main character's
Sunny.
name
That was
is
the main-
Dina.
Main character's name is Dina. She's very, very edgy, and she's also a lesbian, which is her main part of her character, apparently. She's edgy and a lesbian, but whatever.
Who is she? She's gay.
Like, honestly, what else about Dina
Stuck out to me.
what can you say about Dina?
Okay.
Yeah.
She was okay. She was from Shady Side, Shadyville, Shady Side.
She's probably black?
No, ethnic.
I don't
She's
know.
ethnic.
Because she has a black
She
brother.
was
could've
a black
been
brother, so
adopted.
I would assume she
There's never been
could have been.
never been explained. Was not
She, I
explained.
believe, is somewhat ethnic, but it is not believed she is definitely gay, and that's what really matters.
The second time around, near the end of the movie, I was like, you know what? Maybe she is actually like black, and the way she dresses and the way her hair is, or whatever, makes it look like she's not.
Like she's like half.
I think
like
off,
part.
that
based
black.
off her hair,
Okay.
she's not black.
She's just definitely not black. Like not white, but just definitely not black.
Maybe a small
Question mark?
mix. Maybe
Mix,
like a
probably.
fourth.
Okay, well, you're our expert here, so please enlighten us.
So maybe shut the fuck up. Maybe
A minority
maybe they
for
have two
sure.
different moms.
They're both minorities.
So yeah, it's just like the only thing that stuck out to me was just Dina was angry, and then the whole point of her story was
Yeah.
that she's a lesbian
Yeah.
because of
Typical
the love
like
interest.
misunderstood teen with parental issues.
I also want to say that we don't see a goddamn parent anywhere. No, we see one
The
parent,
mom,
The sheriff?
Sam's
and that was what's her
mom.
name's mom.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
at the
Sam's
very
mom.
end, yeah. When she comes to pick her up, he's like, get over here. Get away from these low
But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself here. We pick up with our main character Dina, and she's going through a breakup. And then let's just skip to the vigil of the people who died in the mall. Everybody in these two counties
Schools.
towns?
had to go to?
It was schools.
Towns?
Schools? I thought it was
Schools.
just two towns,
It was-
because like, there was a whole entering sign when they passed by, right?
I thought it was schools because the victim died in this.
No,
at
we're
the
talking about-
school. Or she was a student.
Okay.
We're talking about the people who attended.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, the two schools being a school from Shady Side, and the school being from Sunnyvale. I almost
Yeah, it
fucked
was
up the Eric thing.
Shady Side Witches and Sunnyvale Devils, right? Or vice versa.
Yeah. And can you believe the fact that this bitch had the nerve to get up and move to
I
Sunnyvale?
can't believe that thought. I can't believe her.
30
She
minutes
said
30
away?
whole
She
minutes.
said,
Oh
Dina
my
said, you
God.
left me. Sam said, I moved 30 minutes away.
I
So
my,
Dina,
my parents'
Literally.
houses. I do not pay bills. I could not. She was upset that her parents got a divorce. I
yeah, so Dina's
can't believe you let your parents get divorced.
Sam. I can't believe you let this happen. Dina's ex-girlfriend, Sam, moves to the town literally 30 minutes away. And she just got
No,
mad
to be
at
fair,
me.
this is 1994. If you move 30 minutes away, I'm not hearing from you for like 4 years. This is 1994, bro.
And computers.
They
and
had a
phones.
car.
Who's driving, bro? Ain't they kids? That was high schoolers, but like
They're high school. I
Yeah,
think
because
they're
the
like
guy was driving.
Juniors and
1994. Not yeah, but like
Yeah.
1994, bro. 30 minutes away. That's like 4 hours away in like 2021. Like that's all.
what? How slow do you think cars went?
They wasn't Flintstone like running on their toes. Like, what do you mean?
Nah.
Nigga said a whole horse
What are
and
you talking
carriage.
about, bro? They just had it was just horse-drawn carriages at that point, right? This is 1994. How long ago was that? 50 years?
You were born like 2 years after.
And it
this.
felt like a decade.
No,
Am
I was
right?
born the year after.
No.
The year after
I was
the
born in
movie or
95.
after me?
I'm older than you. We established that,
I was born in
Eric.
96.
Senior citizen.
Oh my gosh, you were born in 96, Tavares?
Fuck.
When's your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I
so
know
we
you're-
talking about
I
whole
know
ass
you're an
birthdays
Aquarius.
I
on
almost
this
got up.
podcast.
I almost.
For everybody wondering, Tavares is an Aquarius.
No, I'm not.
Do you actually know that?
I'm
Are you
nothing.
like? Do you really want to
And
go on record
Eric
saying he's an
is
Aquarius? Are you sure
Sagittarius,
about
and I'm
that?
Sagittarius.
Are
He
Are
told
you sure
me.
he's an Aquarius? Are you sure you want to be on record?
I-
Okay, so when's his
I don't
birthday?
know, but I know he's an Aquarius. It has
A
to be
lot.
like February.
Stop trying to
It's
bait
I'm
him.
just,
February,
I'm
right?
just asking.
It's
Like
my
she seems
birthday,
pretty
dude.
confident. She's pretty confident.
It's
yeah.
February?
I mean, you know.
So that's the whole drama with those two. That's really where like around where this movie's
How dare
centered.
you.
Literally.
How
Yeah.
dare you
I see.
move? I'm breaking
And
up
then
with
the
you for
whole
moving 30
fight
minutes
thing
away.
breaks out. Yeah.
Because Sam has a new boyfriend. Who's a complete dick, mind you. I don't blame her for that. He literally says, "Oh man, people keep dying in Shady Side. It's not a tragedy.
Yeah.
It's just
Something
pathetic or some shit like that
disrespectful.
when it keeps happening so often." And niggas just a black kid gets socked in the face because he
Yeah.
didn't think that the guy would hit him for some reason. It's like Creed. He had no guard.
Nobody has any guard in Creed. It's the weirdest.
Nobody
It's
has
the
any
weirdest-
guard. Nobody
It's
decides
the
to put up
weirdest
their
boxing
hands.
movie where I think it's a good movie, but I fully don't believe they're actually boxing. It's so weird. Anyway, back to this movie.
So a whole school fight breaks out in front of the mayor and the sheriff, and they don't do shit about it. They just let it
Come on,
ride.
bro. Shady Side versus Sunnyvale, bro. It's tale classic as time, bro. We can't do nothing about that. Ain't nothing we could do. Hands tied.
And so we
They're
just
on the way
cut to
back.
the bus. Like literally, we just cut to the bus after the fight. And Sam's boyfriend, Sam, and I'm guessing one of their, we don't ever see his face, but I guess one of his friends, the boyfriend's friends, are behind the bus at full speed, throwing shit at the bus, just being assholes. Dina, I was about to say Diane.
I don't know why. I just thought of Diane from BoJack. Like my whole was like Diane. Wait a
Diane.
minute. She was in it.
Dina decides to. All right. So I think she just wanted to throw the water
Yeah,
or the
the
Gatorade that was
liquid.
in the cooler. Yeah, the liquid at the car by opening up the back of the bus and throwing it on the car. But she gets a nosebleed for some reason, which we don't get it. We don't get it.
We learned. We figured that out. What it is.
No, Dina gets a nosebleed.
Yeah. And we figure out where that comes from. It's a sign.
For her, because nothing ever happens.
She's a
with
part
her.
of it. Well, she's a part of it.
Not really. Everybody's targeting her, but I'll get back to that. Everybody's targeting Sam, but
Nothing's an accident. Just know that.
Dina gets a nosebleed. Her hand slips. She throws the cooler out of the window, hits the car. The car crashes. Attempted murder.
Attempted murder. Definitely tried to kill
Literally.
them niggas. Definitely.
Premeditated.
She thought about it. Honestly, massacre. Tragedy.
Sam,
So-
having
so
crashed
that's
in
how
the
my never
woods
recovered.
with a BMW, a red BMW, a very nice one at the time. I'll get back to that later. Crawls out of the car and stumbles upon the witch's grave, apparently. Which just happens to be a very shallow grave for somebody who's been buried for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Those bones are like surface level.
They were
No,
surface level. They literally didn't have to dig anything. They just pulled it out of the ground.
They moved leaves.
Somebody moved those bones like there before that accident. Like, who's ever taking care of that forest? Like, moves all that shit there. It make like nitpicking, but like, come on, y'all could have dug a little deeper.
They didn't try.
Honestly.
They really didn't try. I don't know. Maybe she just likes being close to the top. Like, she doesn't want to be like buried alive.
Sam, yeah, like it was her choice. Sam
Maybe.
having been in an accident is bleeding, and when she touches the remains of the witch, her blood gets on the bones, which starts a whole other events for the movie.
Because now they're connected.
Now they're connected by blood, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So so that's the start of the story.
Right. Took me
You
a while to
wanna
get
keep
there,
going?
but we're there. No, please
You wanna
take
keep-
over.
Okay, I was gonna say I ain't gonna hold you. You're a great storyteller. Anyway, so the
But-
whole point of the movie now is that people who came back from the dead, who were mass murderers, come back and they're chasing Sam, and by association, their friend trying to kill her to repay for touching that dead bitch's bones. So the entire movie, they're trying to figure that shit out.
We've got to figure it out,
Also,
but-
all of these past killers they think were possessed by the witch, which is why they're all coming back. So some kind
Okay,
of
so
way
I figure
she
it out.
possessed them to kill.
To even commit the murder.
Correct, because when you cut
also,
back to the mall scene, he was fine. Then he got possessed by the witch and went on this massacre. So every killer that's now like trying to track them down, they are believed to have been possessed by her.
and also, Eric, before you continue,
Hang on.
keep in mind that Sam's blood got on certain articles of clothing of other
Right
people.
after she was attempted
the-
murdered. Right, and you know
Yeah.
the surface level bones. Yeah. The bones are. She's connected by blood to the witch now.
Right.
Alleged witch.
Continue, please.
Okay, so from here this point on, it is Dina, Sam, her brother, her
Josh.
black brother who was in Josh, who was in the Nickelodeon show. I think it's like Game Changers or something with Kel. Shout out to Kel.
You're really
And
stuck
their
on
two
that.
friends whose name is it Kim? Is her name Kim? Katie?
That's
I think.
Katie? It's Katie. It's definitely Katie. who is also ethnic.
Yeah.
Question
She's
mark?
like, I
Yeah,
think
okay.
some, maybe Asian.
So we have like 3.5 ethnic people, and we have 2.5 maybe, and
Simon.
and white guy. So there you go.
Simon.
Thank you for that. I'm glad you watched the movie because I
Whose
did not remember that
sexuality is
man's name.
unknown.
It doesn't matter. You know, that's a class of
It doesn't.
1994 thinking. You gotta think like 2021, bro. Or
No,
above
it's just that bathroom scene that has me confused.
What did he do in the bathroom?
Himself.
Can wait a minute? Why would I? Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, so the point is, the entire time they're just trying to figure out why they're after people. At different points, there's like four big villains that are chasing them. Personal favorite, it's probably got to be the dude that's just running with a bag on his head with a mallet. So
It was an
not
axe.
a mallet. What do you call
It's
it?
an axe.
Is that what an axe is?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what an axe is. So he's running around with a hammer. So that's probably the best. I think that's probably the
Well,
best.
you have to go
design.
through all of them so that.
Well, I was starting with my favorite one, the one with the cleaver. The second best one had to probably be the mall murderer, where it was just actually he wasn't there after. He really didn't show up until after the hospital scene, which was like really still like halfway.
He showed up
in the-
he was like the first one. He was.
Yeah, but he
He was
wasn't
the
there
first one.
after
He was
that.
there.
Like he didn't keep showing up, right? Am I
No,
wrong?
Yeah,
he was there the whole time.
Wow. So there was only 3 murderers.
There's
Yeah.
only 3 murders.
What was the 4th one? Am I crazy?
The lady.
Who? Go through the murderers, because now I'm
The
confused.
So
I
we got
just watched
Skullface
this.
Killer, which is the mall murderer. We
The girl
have
that stabbed her boyfriend.
Ruby Lane,
and then
who
Ruby
Ruby
Lane.
Lane, who killed her boyfriend, her friends, and her family, then slit her wrist. That's her whole backstory.
down the river.
That's it.
Then-
That's her name.
not
Down the
across
river.
the stream.
Then we have your favorite, the
Eustace
bag on
Banks.
the head axe guy,
Mhm.
this big brawly guy,
Dark
who just
Souls-
like
From the
spraying
camp.
people.
He was
Dark
the one
Souls
from the
game.
camp, right?
Think of like a Jason-esque
Yeah.
murderer, and that's who you have there.
Who's
'Cause
the
he's a
4th
real
one?
big guy. There is no 4th one.
Yeah, it was just those 3.
There was more. Okay, so
Yeah,
in my head, I think there's more because they tell us that there's more.
Yeah, there have been
They just didn't
more
show yet.
than those 3 in the past, as in murderers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the ones that came back alive for this specific instance were just those 3.
If you guys could watch any of those people's, like those 3 murderers, actually, the last 2, the 2 we saw between Ruby Lane and Mallet Man, which one did you rather see? Like a literally short synopsis of how they turned evil.
You mean Axeman? Axeman, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
same.
keep fucking it up on purpose at this point.
I feel like I don't
and-
care that much about the other girl's story.
I wanna
About
see
her
that
killing
kid.
her family and her friends. She was just a regular housewife, and one day she just turned bad, Breaking Bad. You don't
I
want
want
to
to see that little kid who had the bat who was just
I
going.
do wanna
I
see that little kid.
know.
They're not gonna
I
give us
told
that.
Tavares that. I told Tavares that
He
when
was
we watched
just going
it.
off with it.
Yeah,
It's
I also
crazy.
want to see the one from like maybe early 1900s that was like drowning the people in the lake.
He had like a plague doctor.
Yeah. I want to see that one too.
There's 2 more movies ahead of this, and I have no confidence they're gonna show us the little kid or that one either.
No,
I
he's
feel
in
like
the next one. He's on the next one.
Wait,
You-
no,
that
because it was
wasn't
just the
the
same
1900s
scene
one?
they already showed us.
It's
No.
1970s one. It's 20 years prior.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was at the camp.
Well, that's not the same one as the 1900s one.
I think the 1966.
Why would they show them?
66 one's
Why
fine.
would they show them and then go cut to the camp again if it wasn't in the camp one?
Well, I think
Because
not a
they
kid,
had
but water.
they have more than one killer in this one, so you know they're gonna have more than one killer in that one. So they'll
I do.
Possibly.
they'll probably be killing, and then maybe the last one will go into his actual story, like what actually happened. But I know he'll be in this one, the next one, killing for sure.
I just didn't know that was the same one. I didn't know that what we saw from that one, Mallet Man, in that camp, was the one we saw drowning. I know that kid. We're not gonna.
no, he's not.
We're not
He's
gonna get that. We're not gonna get that kid. That's for sure. The guy drowning, maybe, but that kid, that was just a funny. That just
I
made us
think
laugh.
they
We're not
will
getting that one.
be, but I think they will be the killers in this one.
The next one's coming up, part 2.
Yeah, they're gonna be
I mean,
like they're gonna
honestly-
be like the Axeman and the girl. They're gonna be like that, but for this particular massacre.
Not to spoil anything, but they did say this in the movie. nobody survived from that camp
Yeah.
except for that one lady.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
So
like,
yeah, there has to be more than one murderer.
Yeah. Well,
Exactly.
unless it's a really efficient murderer, actually.
And I think the kid is going to be one. Even Jason gets tired, so.
It couldn't. I have no reason to believe it's a kid because the kid didn't show up in this one. So if he's a murderer, he's a shitty one. He's a bad one at that point.
What do you mean he didn't show up
he
in
didn't-
this
he
one?
didn't
They
show up in
had
this one.
3.
Yes.
The
kid
other ones
wasn't one
didn't
of them.
show up. There's
Yeah,
there's 2
they're
more.
bad. Because they were bad
There's
murderers.
3 more killers. There's the guy in the lake. There's another guy that was wearing the mask, and there's the
and
kid.
they didn't make it to the 90s. That's what I'm getting at.
What if
They're not going
it
to
was
show
just
7
the most
killers.
recent ones?
No,
Exactly,
they
most recent.
They did not show them because they didn't make it. They're bad. They were bad killers because they were useless. If they
I
were
think it's just the most recent ones.
if they
that
were
get brought back.
optimal, then they would have made it. You feel me? They, like if she had to get her best guns to get Sam Puckett out of there, and she didn't. It wasn't the kid. That's all I'm trying to say. Who wants to take over?
Why are you hating on that kid?
I think the kid's cool. I just have that felt more like a gag. Like that felt more like a here's a little funny thing. Well, so but we don't really need to give backstory to this kid.
Oh my
Samara,
gosh.
you want to finish this up?
Okay, so as we've already discussed, we find out that previous killers are being possessed by the witch, and they come back to basically hunt what we realize later is specifically Sam because she bled on the bones and she's attached to the witch. So it's basically this like hunt, this chase with a group of people because Simon has blood on his shirt from Sam, so they're chasing after him. Dina has blood on her shoes from Sam, so they're chasing after her. They realize that the blood is what the killers want. After they basically killed a whole bunch of people at the hospital. So they decide to go to the school and basically set a trap where they will take her blood and lead them to a bathroom where they're basically going to light them on fire. So they all get there, they light them on fire, everybody thinks that they're like safe, good to go. Then they just start coming back to life.
And it didn't.
From
And they came
Just
from
from-
goop.
Literally.
The goop.
Literally.
The fucking. What do you call that? Like, what's it like? Little like putty? Not putty, but like what is it? Like somebody help me out here. Somebody help me here. Like slime. Basically, slime. Nickelodeon just came back together to come back to killers.
Yeah.
And it was such a good idea. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, wow, they really thought about that. Okay, good plan. And of course, there was like a solid 40 minutes left in the movie, so of course it didn't work.
Well,
So.
sorry. I will say, like, for them to be, like,
Get these flies up out of here.
I don't know. For some reason in my head, I assumed that they were, like, ghosts. Or because they did die. But for some reason, like, they were very receptive of any kind of human thing. Like, Sam bit the skull killer, and he was just like, ah, and they got away. Like, how is pain? How is pain? Literally, how is pain?
If they can
How are you
regenerate, why
that
do they feel
sensitive to
pain?
pain? Yeah.
Like,
Like,
I don't know. It's like this is the Wolverine treatment.
I don't know, but then I was thinking about it too. I meant to tell y'all, like, when Simon got the back of his ankle slit, he acted like nothing had happened. He was running.
Yo,
All of them
fucking
were
right.
getting
These niggas
hurt.
kept running.
All of them were getting really, really hurt, stabbed, and everything, and they
just shook it
were
off.
holding on.
Something was different in that 1994 water, bro. That shady side water had them
Literally.
niggas juicing.
So
They was
Didn't Sam get like slashed in the back
Yeah.
and like we addressed it, but it just didn't
yeah,
matter.
so
different time.
before the explosion, we cut to basically the entire group deciding that this is the perfect time to have sex. So
Allegedly. We
yeah,
don't know if they had sex
allegedly.
for
So
sure.
Sam and Dina do whatever they do. And then Josh and Katie, that's what we said her name is.
That's what we said.
Yeah.
That's what the name was.
That's what her name is. They, I guess,
we came
just
up
like
with?
kiss or make out in the stall. And then Simon is like, well, I'm all by my lonesome. And just goes to Pound Town as he said in the movie.
Which is insane.
But it
because
leads us to believe.
I could not imagine doing that just off nothing, bro. Bro, 1994 people had it rough.
I
can't imagine doing that. I couldn't imagine doing it with
I
nothing.
can't imagine doing it when I'm being chased by maniacs. We don't have time for
I
this.
can imagine.
That's fine. Go ahead, Tavares.
I can imagine like you have somebody you're attracted to right beside you, and it's like, all right, well, I might die. Fuck it, let's try to do a little something. But nah, I can't imagine being in a bathroom jacking off, bro.
What's crazy is like I'm trying to think of it like that might be like the least productive thing he could have done because like I've never once jerked off and been like, now I'm energized. No, I've never once. That was never once the energizer I needed. Bro was having like. He needs the most energy he's ever needed in his life right now. And he's just really wasting it away.
I cannot.
These youngsters in 1994 don't know how. And you guys want to get towards where like the plan didn't work anyway, and then they get to the final plan.
No, I want to say that I think that Josh and Katie actually slept together.
Me too,
There's no fucking way.
No way. So, cut to, they realize the plan doesn't work. And they realize from the news clippings that the lady that did survive at the camp survived because she had died. So their plan is basically, we're gonna kill you, let them like hop off, let the connection, the spell, whatever, the blood on the bones go away, and then we will bring you back to life. So they decide to drug her with a concoction. It's 3 steps. So you take step 1, or like the first group of pills, take the second group, wait 5 minutes, take the third group, and then bring you back with a bunch of EpiPens. So she gets the first 2, and then the Axeman just comes running. So she's basically dying while also running. And Dina's like, you know what I think we should do? We should drown you. I'm gonna drown you in this lobster tank. And Sam held on for so long, bro. So she let 2 people die while she's still gasping, like still breathing.
I'm not gonna lie. Like spoiler alert, Katie dies. Her death scene I was like, wow. Really?
Okay, so you agree. So when you were watching it, I was like, yo, how does he feel about that? Because me and Samara both said that shit went on for so long, it made you feel like
there's no
somebody
way
was going to come. Somebody's going to come.
Yeah, like, it was just like, yo, no, there's no way this is going to happen. There's no way. I mean, so, like, I'm going to say this now. I'm almost convinced there's no way she's not even going to come back to the next 2 movies. Like, I can't believe it. Maybe it was the way she died, but it was just like, really? Oh, like,
Katie?
it was... Katie. Yeah, because like, maybe.
I'm
both
telling you, when he snatched her head up, I was like, she's done for.
Maybe she's done for, but to me it was just like, there's gotta be a better struggle. Like there was a struggle in there, but like somebody's gotta come and like it's gotta be.
Yeah,
close.
I figured Josh would come around the corner.
It wasn't really close. After like the first minute of the fight, it was like, oh nah, he had it. Well, and I was just thrown off.
Me and Tavares also said that, like, why did Josh have to get freaking the track star, the Axeman, as the person chasing after him?
Oh my god, I feel sorry for that nigga.
Of all people, the track star.
So after seeing Katie die, I kind of felt like, okay, if Katie's gonna die, Simon, you up for raps? Because I didn't think Dina was gonna die. I figured they're not gonna kill her brother, and if they do, it probably wouldn't be like in the first movie. That's heavy.
Well, the brother has all the information.
Yeah, they can't just kill him.
The thing is,
he did all this.
The reason why Katie's death came, one of the reasons why Katie's death came so sudden is because we went through almost the whole movie without any of the friends dying. Like nobody,
except for Sam's boyfriend.
Except for Sam's boyfriend, but he's a dick.
I think he got the clap early,
really early. But everybody else was relatively safe.
Yeah.
Like, they're surviving multiple near-death encounters.
And technically unscathed, if we really consider.
Well, and I wonder if they killed her first because she was willing to throw Sam under so quick, like in the beginning.
You think so?
Before the plan was, like, really set in stone, Katie was like, you're the reason we're here. we're fine.
And she
It's
was right.
you.
Yeah, she's not wrong.
So in your guys' position, if you were in that building and you were just like, listen, they're all going after her. Let's just let them have her. Do you guys agree that's the best move?
If it was just me, like if I didn't have, it was just me and my friends.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, let's all stick together. If it was me and I had a little brother with me, like Dina did, you should probably prioritize your fucking little brother, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. She really that could have just been her friend. That did not feel like
she cared about Sam way more.
Way more than her brother. Oh my god.
She literally sent her little brother out.
She's white. Oh my god. Why are you fighting for her like this?
The brother is the one that really is saving them all because he had all the information.
He saved all of them. Well, not all of them, but he tried.
He really did.
He did everything he could.
He saved Sam from sacrificing herself.
Literally.
And then he just, the heartbreak on that, because he really liked, I forgot her name already. Katie.
Yeah.
It was rough, bro. It was rough.
And then literally as, like, Simon is looking at Katie's dead body, like, her head had been, like, sent through the bread slicer.
I think it was a bread slicer.
Because there was bread on the floor.
Yeah, poverty food.
And, he's, like, Simon and Josh are both looking at Katie's body. And the axeman just chops
him.
Simon's
that one
head.
I kind of saw coming. I was like, yo, y'all can't stop right now. Y'all gotta move or else. And then I was like, damn. Okay, that's fine.
The thing is,
the Katie death really hit me. The Simon death was like, I guess I get it. Like, you gotta kill both of them now.
Yeah.
Ain't no point in keeping him alive.
Yeah.
You know who's the real winner of this whole movie?
Sam's ex-boyfriend?
The lobster.
The lobster got away. The lobster was going to die when that store opened up the next day. He was the only one in the tank. And they saved his life. He got away. The lobster is the real hero of the story.
You know it went down? The sales for that place. That place, oh my god, that place is going to be closed. All that meat's going to go bad. Oh my god.
All that bread's infected with blood and brain matter.
Yeah.
It was also on the floor, so
Katie's
it
brain,
probably
too.
wasn't.
Yeah,
So
they're not going to make any money for a while.
Yeah, so then we cut to Dina, like, drowning Sam. Sam just hanging on for dear life, bro.
How long do you think she held her breath for?
Oh, a long time. It felt like forever.
Honestly, that had to have been like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
It felt like forever.
Yeah. So
she was she ain't want to die
at all. And she had been drugged, so like I know you don't have that much energy. So all the killers are basically rushing to them. Dina's like, Sam, come on. I need you to die, bro.
Sam, come on. Let's hurry this up. Come on. Speed it up.
So she finally dies. And they go away. So the plan was correct. It was right. Then Dina basically stabs her a bunch of times in the chest with an EpiPen, which I didn't know you could use an EpiPen on the chest. I thought it was always the thigh, but I'm no doctor.
1994.
Had to give her CPR. She finally came to. And then we cut to Dina and Sam boot up, living their best life.
Jeans in the bed. Jeans in the bed. Crazy, bro.
Laying in the bed with jeans on. That's
so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable.
Mind you, real quick, because we forgot to mention this. So when Sam had read the article and found out that the lady who was at the camp had survived by dying, they called her and told her what was happening and was just like, I heard you lived and you survived. How'd you do it? Whatever, trying to get advice in the middle of it. So after this is done and they're boot up, they get a call from her basically saying like, this is not over. It's never over. It will never be over. Dina not believing it, whatever. And then here comes Sam stabbing her in the abdomen, bro. They're like fighting.
Possessed.
They're fighting.
Possessed. The witch got
Thank
to
you.
her.
They're fighting upstairs. Josh is downstairs in the basement living his best life. Living the dream.
Nigga out here was...
No, he's not. He's depressed as shit.
That nigga at her AOL messaging his boo talking about, hey, I miss my
Literally.
friends.
So...
I almost had a girlfriend,
literally.
Bro.
So Dina comes down and gets him and was just like, something's wrong with Sam. We need to get her back, this and that. And we cut to Sam being wrapped like hog-tied with the phone cord. just like growling and obviously clearly possessed by the witch. So yeah, cuts there, and then they cue a trailer for the camp, which is the next part.
Part
yeah,
two.
which is part 2 of 1978 with the Axeman, and maybe somebody else, I don't know, or other killers.
So as we know, everybody dies except for this woman who, what was her name? What was her name? E. Cambridge or something? No, I don't know. What the fuck.
C something. I don't know.
C. Eckenberg, C. Waluigi or whatever. She's the only person that lives. So as we know, every person we meet at this camp will be dead. Do you is there any like outline points like how you guys are like expecting her to make it? Because if she dies and comes back, it ain't gonna be the same way, right? Like ain't no way she dying with the EpiPens and coming back. Like,
I was thinking drowning too.
Really?
They said they said that their local boy gave her CPR.
A local boy. Okay, fuck. Oh my
Which
god.
I think it's the sheriff.
Oh damn it! I was gonna have to say that. It's gotta be the sheriff. You're right. It's gotta be the sheriff, who is also the brother of the mayor. So the mayor.
We forgot
the mayor's gonna come back. The mayor being the brother. I feel like that's got to be a big detail. The mayor's probably. Maybe the mayor will be possessed at some point. I have to believe because the sheriff. I don't think the sheriff's gonna turn evil, but I do think the mayor's gonna come back. I'm assuming your opinion, your theory about the sheriff being right. He's gonna save her, and he's gonna come back, and they're gonna come up with a bigger plan of probably how to stop all this eventually. They're gonna have to come after the witch at some point, right? This is all leading to the giant witch
I think
fight.
the last part.
Yeah, it has to be. And maybe this part 2 will just be like explain what happened and how they could stock up on this. But overall. Whatever.
Because the last part is apparently about the preacher, the first one who got possessed.
Ooh.
And if he's the first one, then there's not going to be much story there.
Unless
it's like
the preacher has to
half
come back.
story.
What I think is
Has to come.
And then they go
half,
back
that's
to
exactly
94.
half in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm excited. I liked it.
The thing about the one last thing I'll say is there's a lot of people in that fucking camp. There's a lot of people in that camp.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like it had to be good killers to do that and make it out. I don't think that kid was good enough. He wasn't ready for the prime time.
Well, I think it did. Now that I think about it, it's like the American Horror Story, the one from the 80s, the slasher American Horror Story is.
I didn't watch that one. I didn't watch that one.
Very much that.
I can honestly say I haven't. There's very few like horror genres where I've seen where it was maybe The Conjuring, honestly, but this is like, since this is just like a story that's telling it of like perspective where it's linear, but it will just chronologically take us back to like large portions of movies. I'm assuming this is a pretty interesting idea. I'm glad Netflix is taking up steps in new ideas.
So I saw the ad on Friday. I guess it just dropped, and on Twitter. Because I just hopped on Twitter, which I haven't been on in.
Yeah, welcome back to social media, big man.
And it was just like the first ad I saw, and I was like, "Yo, this actually seemed interesting." Like, it immediately caught my attention. And then I hit up Samara. It's like, "Hey, you've been bugging me about my scary movie watching, and trying to get me in on that. So let's
because he won't watch. He's very picky on his scary movies, so I'm
not very picky. I just don't watch hauntings and possessions. And
so you don't. So you didn't watch like really the Conjuring movies.
I feel like we gotta watch.
Ghost
one
paranormal.
No, the fuck we don't.
I don't think any like. I can't think of a good one. There isn't really many good ones about that.
I like the Haunting in Connecticut.
I did not watch that. I would say most of the generally speaking better horror movies tend to be. They're easier. They're just more fun stories that they just tend to be. Here is big scary killer, getaway.
Yeah,
it's a much
serial
easier
killers
story
like
to tell
slasher films.
Yeah, it's much easier to tell that story than just the last fucking 20 different variations of this. The whole fucking witch is conjuring and possessing spirits and dolls. Like that's probably like those are.
Well,
I go like I'll watch those too.
Yeah, and I feel like with Annabelle, it was a lot of. Yeah, it was a lot of missed opportunities. So, if it's a possessed doll, why are you'll zoom in on her and she won't move. Like, why don't you have her turn her head a little bit or blink or do something? She would just stand there, and it would just be her zooming in. And I'm like, that's not scary. That's not scary at all. And I think sometimes, like, with movies like that, they go too far. Like, Insidious, the regular one, great. And then I felt like they just kept having to keep the story going. Where, like, the first one is the son, the second one's the dad, the third one's the girl that saved them. Like, you're doing too much. You're doing too much.
To be fair, if you were in a dark room and you saw that doll turn its
If
head,
I saw that doll, I'd be frightened, no matter what.
Yeah, if
That's
the
a scary
doll
movie.
turned
Yeah, like-
but that's the thing, Tavares, like, the doll didn't turn its head. The camera would literally zoom all the way in on its face, on her face, and nothing would happen, and then would just cut to the next scene.
it's just scary.
I'm
in
like,
and of
can
itself.
I get
I
a
mean,
little
I-
something
honestly-
else, please?
Overall, what would you guys rate this first movie experience?
Yeah, I was thinking.
Solid 8.
I was thinking like a 7. Eight's really high.
I can go down to a 7, but yeah, because I was thinking 7 too, but 8 because I enjoyed the time.
I was thinking
Yeah,
7 or 8
I
as well.
I think it's a pending 7. Here's what I'll say: this could go downhill.
Very true.
It could.
Oh, yeah.
They could mess this up, bro. They really could. But I'm really excited
Yeah.
for where they're gonna go with this. This seems like a fun
I think
ride.
the second part will be really good, and the third part could potentially be really bad.
You're pretty right. Because I don't know how they're gonna do this giant battle at the end. Because I don't see how any other way it's gonna happen. They're gonna have to start picking up. They're gonna have to start getting a magic book, I believe. They're gonna have to do like a possession, like an exorcist, I believe.
They might just have to, like, burn the bones
And
or something.
Maybe.
Also, I wrote down that we stopped talking about spoilers, so that's all I'll say on that.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. If you watch the movie, your fans are probably gonna have fucking opinions of where it's gonna go anyway. But 7 out of 10 movie. I think if you like horror movies, go give this a watch. This is definitely one of the better ones I think that's come out.
As far as, like,
in a little
new, I feel like they did a pretty good job.
bit. Yeah. I can't even think of the last scary movie I saw. Because I don't think did any of us watch Quieter Place?
Quiet Place?
No.
What is
The second one, Quieter
No,
Place.
I didn't.
Oh yeah, no, I did actually. Oh,
Not yet.
Okay. Was that a horror movie?
I don't know.
That's
Is
the
it
only
not
one I
more
can think
like
of that came out
thriller
I
this
guess
year.
suspense?
technically.
Yeah, I would say the first one. I would say yeah. I didn't
Me
watch the
neither.
second one, so I don't know.
The second one probably even more so thriller suspense.
That's the only
Yeah.
horror like movie I could think of that came out this year that even
Yeah.
that I'll even remember. So, Netflix, keep up the
Keep
good
up
work.
the good
What we got
work.
next on the slides? Poverty food, Tavares, bread debate. So, we came across a good question. I've thought about this for a while. What food do you associate with poverty? Top of my head, easy, peanut butter and jelly. Easily.
Yeah, my answer was like Spam.
Which is a pretty good answer.
I'll take Spam.
Oh, you'll take Spam? Oh, okay, Professor.
No, but
Nah, go
but
ahead,
I'm,
Tavares.
But
Tell
I'm
'em what you
sticking by
said.
my answer,
What is your
which is bread.
Your answer is bread. You associate bread with poverty. Would
Yes.
you like to enlighten?
Bread is extremely easily attainable, and can be used in a myriad of different ways.
And you associate versatility with broke niggas. Like, is that what you're telling me?
I associate bread and it being everywhere in any household whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have bread
And
right
if it
now.
didn't, that's because you just don't want bread.
Okay.
You can get bread if you want it.
Niggas all have salt in their
So-
crib. Like, is that poverty too?
So,
Yes.
real quick, before you go on your tangent, me and Eric had talked about this, and like a lot of times when you think about poverty, foods, and things like that, it's always things that like last for a while, that you will have and can use for a good amount of time. And bread
Oh,
just expires too quick
mm-hmm.
to really be like, this is a poverty food
Even
for me,
I can throw that
because
motherfucker in the freezer.
a lot of the times it is like frozen things, because those last forever, canned things, peanut butter, jelly, like whatever, but I think because bread is so universal, like you get bread at fancy restaurants, bread anywhere. I just feel like it's not associated with poverty.
I'm gonna take it a step further.
All.
In my head, I want to like as part of like poverty things is like, what can I make a meal out of cheaply, and go a little bit of ways with it. I think of maybe a sandwich, like peanut butter and jelly, because I have the stuff in there maybe, but I think more so like ramen noodles, and I think
when you eat spaghetti for a week.
Yeah, we eat spaghetti for a long time. Bread is not the meal.
For spaghetti?
Bread like bread is not the meal. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's like people in lower incomes, like they not eating bread for the meal if they making it.
We're not talking about meals.
But I'm saying
We're
poverty,
saying
and that's what I think of. Like, what can I like? I've been through the struggle, bro. Ain't none of us ever think like, damn, bread. Like the bread meal was never the goal to like help us get through the poverty. You feel me? It just wasn't.
You ain't been through the struggle.
I think when I hear,
crazy.
I get your point of view, because when I hear you associating bread with poverty, I know exactly what kind of bread you're talking about. I just feel like bread is it's too much versatility. Like,
it's too everywhere.
Well,
it's too everywhere.
That's why it's a thing. That's why, because it's so versatile. Even Eric said his thing is peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You need bread for that.
Yes, but you're just saying the bread itself, but you're not associating everything else that goes with bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or like a specific sandwich, like bologna sandwiches or something would be different.
You got money for bologna?
But that makes more sense.
Bread.
That makes more sense, because at that point, then it's a meal. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A sandwich is part of is in some ways itself a meal. Like what you're saying is you're thinking of the bread, but then the things the bread make, you stop associating it with the poverty. Why?
I'll go with toast. Put me some butter on some
I'd
toast.
even argue that's still not the
There you
meal, because that's more like a breakfast side.
Or even like when I told y'all, like, peanut butter is something they always give out at like food banks and churches because it's protein and it's cheap. So you can pull the peanut butter out of peanut butter and jelly,
even just a peanut butter
and kind of associate it with poverty, because it's something that's cheap that they always give out.
You eat scoops of peanut butter. You eat crackers of peanut butter.
It's
so
protein.
I get the peanut butter.
Yeah.
The bread, though.
But the bread doesn't work.
You make bread with almost everything, so you almost got to keep buying more bread.
Mm-hmm.
How much stuff are you making with bread?
Well, you want me to list them? You
got to eat it so it doesn't expire.
What are you talking about?
No, see, you have that wrong, actually, the expire part. Because if you throw a bread in the freezer, it will last a very, very long time.
That's weird.
And still be, like, let it fall out and it'll still be good bread.
Then you got to unthaw the bread.
Just leave it on the counter for a while.
And what if it doesn't taste the same? What if it's chewy?
It's not chewy, because we started doing that, actually.
You started doing it?
Yeah.
Are y'all in
I always
poverty?
thought it was weird, too.
Are y'all in poverty?
Nah, we just we always buy 2 things of bread, and we actually stopped eating.
You buy 2?
I could even argue a cookout tray. I know, like, when you were broke,
exactly.
I swear, we were eating cookout, like, I'm telling you, 3-4 times a week, because it's $5.
I put that much higher than bread. Bread gonna cost you like $2.60, $3-4.
I'd put a cookout tray up there because it's cheap and you could feed a family for like $20-$30.
Bro,
if you want to go modern, let's go McDonald's.
No. Can I stop you for a second?
McDonald's is expensive. It's more than a cookout tray. Yeah.
Can I stop you for a second? So, like, you're saying the things you make with bread, like what are they? You don't think of you think of toast as being poverty?
Toast is poverty. The thing is, as soon as you start adding more ingredients, the more high priced it gets. But the base ingredient and the thing that can be used as food that can fill you up is the bread.
But I don't know if people are buying bread because it fills them up like that.
Because you're not going to sit here and eat fucking handfuls of peanut butter or jelly.
But I don't think people are eating bread by themselves like that either, though.
I ate bread like that when I needed to.
You ate the bread, but you ate bread?
Yes.
Okay.
Literally, this is where this is coming from. I ate bread like that.
I did that as well, but it was not a poverty thing. But you could take like 2 pieces and just.
I'm not gonna say it wasn't a poverty thing for me. It was 100% because I had shit to eat.
But I wouldn't say it was poverty.
Y'all was eating bread sandwiches? Like, is that what y'all saying?
It wasn't a sandwich, nigga. It was just one piece of bread folded.
Bread, oxygen bread? Like, that was what y'all was eating?
It wasn't for poverty, though.
Straight up bread.
That's what Tavares
and it wasn't
saying.
often. It wasn't often like that.
Tavares, are you saying it was often?
Before, when I needed... So we went through some rough patches in my childhood, and I would say for like a week, we didn't have... we couldn't go to the grocery store, and this has happened a few times over the years. So yeah, I was eating bread because bread was easily attainable.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you say McDonald's expensive, but they have a whole ass dollar menu.
Yeah, but like that shit's not like. But that's not.
It's like more than $1 now, though.
Oh,
it's
God.
like.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So it's not a dollar menu.
I feel like it's so expensive.
Because you can get a...
There's more items on it that's expensive.
get a filet of
but if
fish
I eat
for
on the
$1.
dollar menu, then it's not very filling. Also, I hope he did not freeze. I am praying he did not freeze because I don't see him moving.
He did freeze.
Oh no! Isn't he the host?
Tavares.
Oh
is
God!
frozen.
Isn't he the host?
Yes.
Do we just keep talking? You think
I
hopefully?
know.
I hope we can hear him. So, well, we're gonna keep talking. So Tavares,
Well,
if
maybe he
you
can
us,
hear that we can't hear.
Right. So Tavares, if you can't keep hearing us, I'm sure the fans can hear us, and so quiet down while we keep talking. So in my head, McDonald's has more options that aren't poverty, but the dollar menu is. So maybe the dollar menu itself is poverty.
Yeah.
But I would put Little Caesars up there above McDonald's in all
Tavares
honesty.
is back. Yeah.
Little Caesars probably got to be like top 3 options.
Yeah.
that
Oh,
will hold
absolutely.
you.
I know when we were broke too, it literally was like Little Caesars and Cookout when it came to like eating out.
Yeah, like that. Like to me, Little Caesars is probably like the number one. Like if I'm getting like food that's already cooked, that's probably gonna be it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you.
It was
Tavares, are
always
you back?
McDonald's for me. Yeah.
Okay, good. We're glad to have you back. Damn, is McDonald's really number 1 for you?
Because, like I said, McDonald's has... They still have a dollar menu because you can get a filet of fish for $1.
No,
You
You
definitely
can
cannot.
get,
you know you can't.
can you not still get the cheeseburger, the regular cheeseburger for $1?
A
Really?
dollar and change, yeah.
Yeah, it's like more than $1. And now they have a $1, $2, $3 menu.
I mean, is that their fault because of tax? What up?
Is that their
Is that-
fault?
It's not
What do you mean? They
tax.
set-
It's a
what do you mean?
dollar.
They set-
It's a
they
dollar
set
and
their
some
prices.
change before tax.
Is it McDonald's
McDonald's
fault that they
bugging.
set their prices? What do you?
Oh,
yeah.
McDonald's bugging.
Yeah. But when's the
Oh,
last,
wait a
when's the
minute.
last time you went to McDonald's, bro?
When's the last time I ate from the dollar menu is the correct question.
I don't know the answer. When was?
Yeah.
When was it?
When's the last time I was broke?
I don't want to answer that actually.
Yeah, please don't.
So
Well, I
like, but,
know-
like, you couldn't have been in years.
Yeah. Well, and also I feel like if you go to Cookout, you know you're gonna get full because you're getting a whole tray and a drink and everything. Like even with Little Caesars, like you're getting a whole pizza for $5, like you're gonna be full. And I feel like with the dollar menu, I feel like it's just not the same.
It's a whole pizza made out of cardboard. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
God, that's...
It's a whole pizza with.
Yeah, but it got the job done.
It did, I guess. It did. I definitely have eaten 3 slices and been like, you know what? That's enough stale bread for me.
I may not enjoy this meal, but
Yeah,
I
but I
have
did eat.
my...
I
I
have
did eat it.
sustenance.
I will also honorable mention, like the ramen noodles, but like without the cup. Only without the cup. With the cup, I think you're just a little better off.
How much more is the cup?
I think it's
The cup
definitely
is
like a solid
99
20.
cents. Oh.
The
You get less for that though.
Right.
Yeah, but it's
Like
more.
if you get the box of the bagged ones,
Mm-hmm.
you have more of those than you would have the box of the cup noodles.
Right, but it's more expensive. So if you're getting the more expensive option, it's less poverty.
Mm.
Also, I think the runs in the cup taste better.
Well, good for you.
Okay, am I the only one on that? Wait a minute, am I
You're not-
alone?
It depends. I started draining the juice out of mine. They started tasting better.
Do you drain the
They-
juice
they
out of the
didn't- they
ones, with the crunch ones?
Yeah. They don't get crunchy. They just don't, because if the longer you have them sit in the broth, the more broth they'll soak up, and the more slimier they'll get. So if you drain the juice out when you're at max,
Max slime.
no, not max slime, but max cookedness. I don't know.
Max
Al dente.
Max cookedness. Then it keeps that flavor and that texture that you would
I
like.
keep a little bit of juice because I don't like it to get.
I haven't had a ramen noodle in like 4 years.
Oh, you're rich.
I have no idea. That's not true. I have no idea what you're describing is all, because I can't even think of the last time I put I cooked a broth of ramen noodles. You couldn't imagine.
Well, if you ever get some in the future,
No.
put it on
No.
5 minutes in a high-powered microwave.
No.
And just immediately drain the juice after. Don't
Okay.
put the seasoning in before you put it in the microwave.
I don't
put it
even
in
remember.
after.
Who
when
does
put the
that?
fucking
I
seasoning
put
in.
mine on the stove for 3 minutes, drain the water, and then
That's a lot of work
put it
that you don't
in
need to do.
Put it in a bowl with the seasoning. It's not that much work. I don't like putting it in the microwave.
Because then you got to wait for the
It's
water.
the same
to boil.
exact
I don't-
time. It's probably 5 minutes.
When I would
You're
when I would eat the cups, I would just fucking I wouldn't put it in the microwave. I just boil the water and put it in, shake it up, and that's it. I don't know. I don't know
I
what
have
you think
a-
about microwave, bro. I'm good.
I have a
Nothing I put in
that
the
water
microwave tastes
dispenser
better.
down there. That water dispenser down there gives us boiling water. So I just put that water in the cup noodles and it's done.
But you still don't even use a microwave, right?
For the cup noodles, I don't.
Is there anything you microwave that tastes better because you microwaved it?
It tastes better because I don't have to wait for it.
I'm saying anything.
Mm,
I don't like. I think the microwave is
like-
a great invention. I don't think
yeah.
I don't think it's really improved anything actually.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't. I just got a microwave and I got it for popcorn and that's it.
I'm trying to. So like, is popcorn might be the only thing?
I
Or,
won't
like, would
put
you-
anything else in there as far as cooking wise.
Can you just get a
I'm trying to think.
popcorn machine?
popcorn machine.
Yes.
I just have a
Tavares.
microwave. I already
Yes,
have a microwave.
Tavares, but did I want one? No.
Did I want the novelty of a popcorn machine? Not yet. I'm trying to think. We like what do we cook with like specifically?
Can
Oh,
melt like
fucking-
melting butter or cheese or.
I guess so. But like, is that like you're not? Those are just like
Warming up water.
yeah. I still wouldn't warm up. I would not warm up water in a microwave.
Why?
I don't trust that.
I've done it before
Well-
for like hot chocolate
I didn't do that. I
because
just
you don't
boiled
want it
water.
boiling.
No, not.
Yeah,
no.
but I mean, I could get it hot. I can get it hot. You know what I mean? Like I
On the
know at
stove?
what point. Yeah, I could just like wait to get a little warm.
Yeah,
And I could just.
but the microwave is easy because it's like 30 seconds.
I just can't do it. So like I know microwaving it's just radiation, and I just don't like it has a taste. Like when you microwave anything, it kind of has like a microwave taste.
That's why you eat
And,
your
like-
food cold.
I would rather eat my food cold in the microwave if I could, honestly.
That's why I never eat
There's
my
no-
food too hot.
There's like I put it in the oven, but there's no reason I've ever microwaved something and thought it would taste better because I microwaved it. There's no food I can think of.
Mm.
Like I'm trying to think of like Hot Pockets. Nobody microwaves as Pop-Tarts, but
Pop-
Yeah,
Pop-Tarts
how
are
does Pop-Tart
toaster.
slapping you in your face?
yeah, but like I know. So I mean, I put one in the oven before I put one in the microwave.
If I wanted a hot Pop-Tart, I would get a toaster strudel.
But even still, some people like hot Pop-Tarts.
Yeah,
you
You
know
like
what I
put it
mean?
in the toaster, not the microwave.
But that's okay, for sure. But let's say I don't have a toaster. I haven't had a toaster most of my life. Wow, you guys are fancy. You guys have toasters?
Toasters are dirt cheap.
It was
bro.
like $20.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my, y'all got 20. Y'all got
You just
20 racks
don't
to spend
want
like
one.
that.
No, I
That's
think
all.
I've only
Oh my-
used it since I've been here. I think I've only used it maybe like 3 times.
Well, it was only $20, so it really wasn't that
Yeah.
much of an investment. But no, I haven't had a toaster most of my life. So like anything I've ever I'd argue like microwavable food. If I just could heat them up in a better way that wasn't microwaving, like if I could I could probably air fry fucking. Well, I couldn't air fry fucking what's it called, kid cuisines because they're stuck in the tray.
Hmm
But
You can put them in
If
the
you-
oven.
not like some of it. Like some of it's like the chocolate thing, like the chocolate pudding.
Oh, ugh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that part's not coming out.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not coming out. But,
Oh,
like-
I just
But you
remembered.
can put the
Everything-
tray. You can put the tray in the oven. That's what I'm saying.
I could.
Yeah.
Isn't it plastic?
No, Chelsea. We didn't have a microwave, and
Kid cuisine plays on plastic.
Chelsea was able to put like frozen things in the oven with just putting it on a pan and then putting it on
Yeah,
top.
put it on a cookie sheet.
I was thinking of just like the kid cuisine like tray.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I mean?
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. You don't have to take it out.
Don't
Well,
put
I
it
was-
directly in the oven. Put it on like a tray.
No,
like you said.
I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is some of the food in the kid cuisine thing were melted into the tray
Yeah,
to begin
But
with.
you're gonna put it in the microwave regardless, so the pudding is gonna be hot regardless.
Oh wait.
Right.
No, I know what he's saying. some things in the quick cuisine things you have to like take out at a certain time in the microwave.
That too. There is that too.
Oh.
But I
Well,
was
I
thinking
know.
just like. Go ahead.
Also, I just know like even oven time for frozen things, like it might be 5 minutes in the microwave, and it's gonna be an hour
It's a
in
whole
the
different for
oven.
it's a whole different for the oven. than
Yeah,
the
it's
way
gonna be an hour. I also don't
actually cooking.
eat.
Gotta preheat.
I don't eat frozen meals like that because they have so much sodium, a lot of salt, too much salt.
I don't eat them anymore because they don't really taste good.
I'll
Like,
probably like
I'll-
chicken.
I'll eat like frozen chicken nuggets, but even then it's like, damn, why did I
Yeah.
do this to myself? Like it was either this or I spent the 25 on a DoorDash order, and I wish I would have spent the 25.
I'll get like frozen chicken that's like basically cooked and just like put in the air fryer,
Yeah.
or like
I
fries.
do
But
that.
I don't like the meals. It's too much salt.
It do be salty.
Yeah, well, because they gotta preserve it.
Is there really nothing? Like, yeah, there's really nothing else I can think of where it's just like the microwave is ever like good for.
It's
Like I
not.
know it's good, but like fuck, do I really want
No.
to use the microwave?
The attraction of the microwave is not to make food good or taste better than the stove. It's the convenience of
Quick.
time. Yeah.
I
Is it
know.
outdated now?
I know my sister, like when she first started, like cooking for herself, because she's 13. It was a lot of like put pizza rolls in the microwave, or
Oh, that's also
chicken
that's
nuggets
also
in the
really shitty.
microwave.
Those are also terrible for those too.
Yeah. But that's what you gotta
Doesn't-
do. And now we have an air fryer, and she knows how to use the oven and the stove, so she's fine. But
You want to hear something disgusting? I just remembered the other day.
Is it about the microwave?
Yeah. As a kid, I don't know why the fuck I did this, and thinking back, it's really goddamn disgusting. Makes you throw up in my mouth. As a kid, I don't know why I had the thought to put eggs in the microwave.
ew. You had to
And
get
that's
all
how
the
I
way to
made-
the top.
That's how I made my eggs when I was a kid.
Tavares, you ate them?
Yeah.
Ew. Ew.
They didn't make me sick. They never made me sick. They were shittier eggs.
What?
Gross.
Yeah.
I never use the microwave like that, honestly. I don't like just like Eric said, I don't like the taste. Like, I'd rather...
Makes everything soggy.
Yeah,
Makes everything
I'd rather
soggy.
put it in the oven or the air fryer. Pizza in the air fryer, by the way, if y'all have one, is amazing. It makes it
Is the
like
microwave
crispy.
obsolete? Is the microwave obsolete now? In 10 years, are people really going to be using microwaves?
No, because people still aren't using air fryers and shit like that.
Yeah,
People aren't? Are you sure?
The majority of people.
I think we're all about convenience, and microwaves are still very convenient right now.
10 years from now, you're telling me people aren't going to catch up to where there's like a more convenient
I mean,
even air fryer?
maybe, but right now microwaves are still
I
popping.
said 10 years.
Oh,
You know my thing about air fryers? I told her
Yeah,
this.
listening.
sorry, I didn't hear. My bad.
My thing about air fryers is the capacity.
What do you mean?
How much you can make at one time.
Because when you have an air
As opposed to a
fryer,
microwave?
well, when you have an air fryer, it has to be one even layer, or it's not gonna cook right. So it's
Yeah.
like the oven where you can't, if you have a pan, you can't just stack it. You gotta kind of like lay it flat, so everything
Right.
cooks evenly. It's the same. So you can't load up an air fryer with everything that you want. You kind of have to do layer by layer. And Tavares is
Right,
like,
it's
I don't want to wait.
Because the
size of
air
an
fryers
easy-
are, yeah.
Were you gonna
exactly,
say
the size of
easy
the
bake
bake
oven?
Yep.
No,
He
it's
was.
not.
You motherfucker.
You know-
No, it is.
Motherfucker.
It's
You fucking
easy bake ovens are
interrupted.
pretty.
Didn't even let me get into it.
You know,
We see,
I'm
we
so
know you.
I'm so old that my easy bake oven was still a light bulb easy bake oven. You know,
It wasn't, yeah. My little sister got one when she turned, I believe it was like 10.
yeah,
And I'm pretty sure she had a light bulb too.
yeah, they got rid of it because
Maybe she was
kids
like
were
8.
getting burnt.
Oh, no, it's just real hot, bro.
Look, I ain't gonna hold you. They was cooking.
No,
like,
they were getting like kids were getting like burns from the light bulb, so they
That
changed
shit
it
was-
to like just a regular like plug-in.
I think I damn near got burnt
Me
by
too.
one from my cousins.
Me too.
Yeah. You think the easy bake oven's ever gonna make a return? It's just an
No,
air fryer.
not in this day and age.
Nah.
Just
You
make
get
it an air
sued real
fryer.
quick.
Just make it a quicker air fryer. That's it.
Yeah.
It's real easy.
Air fryers cost a lot of money.
I don't know how much they cost. I don't have one.
Chelsea's mom.
A
Chelsea's
decent air
mom
fryer will
gave me
cost
one,
you-
So.
Chelsea's mom gave you one?
Yeah.
What else is she giving away? She having a yard sale?
She gave us something
What
else. She gave us something else I forgot though.
Another thing? How much? So like, how much would I have to buy off you to get that air fryer? How much can I like? What's the starting
You
price?
can get an air fryer for like $50.
How much would I pay for yours?
No, I like mine. I use it.
Yours
Okay.
specifically.
So $70. How do we
I
settle?
just don't want.
Oh,
to
you can have
it
it for $70, or you could buy a brand new one
Okay,
for
$60.
$70.
Okay, 60.
No.
Okay, so 65. Okay, so 66. I know 70. You were willing to say 70, so I believe you're willing to go a little lower if I pressure you enough. We got any more questions on here?
One more.
Deal breaker when it comes to dating. Don't date other people.
Stay single.
I don't know. Deal breaker when it comes to dating.
I
Be
will
ethnic.
say, I will say, I used to think that I was very picky when it came to dating because I would get turned off very easily and I would cut people off very easily, which I'm learning to do. But one of my biggest deal breakers is like people that aren't ambitious. Like, and that also don't, well, no, I take that back. People that assume that I need to spend, because I have a lot, people that assume that I need to spend every waking breath when I'm not at work with them. That's a deal breaker.
Oh, you know
I
what?
think
I'll
Go ahead.
Because
take that. That's-
for me, I already have to work. I naturally don't like to do crazy things during the week because I'm exhausted from work.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like guys don't get it, and I've had guys that have cut me off because they feel like I should spend all of my time with them when I'm not at work, and that's just not how I move.
I don't think that's true at all. I think some guys do get that.
Oh, some for sure. I'm just saying I've had guys in the past.
So are you gonna go ahead? You want
Also
me to go?
being
I'm sorry, you're sparking memories. Leave me alone.
also being shorter than me.
That's a pretty easy one.
She's really on that.
Yeah.
I'm off the top of my head. I think the most honest one is just me being somebody that's working most of the time. Don't be a bad texter. Like objectively speaking, like
Preach.
don't be a boring texter. Like I
agree.
I think if you text me like once every like 4 hours, it's honestly fine if I'm getting good texts in between those 4 hours.
Yeah.
Because I've learned that most of the good conversations I've had, I've been presenting the heavy questions, or like I've been doing like the heavy lifting with it.
Yeah.
Oh god, COVID attack.
Eric died this day.
I should have said that too, though, because like bad communication is like such a pet peeve.
I would say yeah. So I would say like, it's really the bad testing because like keep it a buck for me. You're not gonna get too many calls from me. Like let's not like if you're gonna get calls from me, I'm gonna be fucking sleepy, or I'm gonna be doing something. So you're gonna have to put up with some of that.
Every time I call him, he's playing the game.
I have to. It's the only time I can. It's the only time I have to relax before I'm asleep at 6 p.m. So
Relax, he says.
so deal with that.
Go ahead, sorry.
So-
Finish.
So that's really it. So like that's probably the biggest thing. Like if you're, I think people, I know it's like I don't want to say like I'm that bad of a texter, but like I know people can really text if they really wanted to. So like
I think you're a good texter, though.
no, but like I think I'm not a super consistent one with a lot of people. I'm a
Mhm.
pretty inconsistent one. I think that's true, but I don't think I'm a bad one. I think, but what nobody can say about me is that I'm a boring one. If you're a boring texter, I have to believe you're kind of a boring person. And once I think that, like, it's just like I'm just out of there. I got other options. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like I'm just good on that. On top of it, don't weigh less than me. So Tavares, go ahead.
All right, not taking the last of both of these hooligans. Whereas
No,
Eric's,
I think ours are pretty honest. Ours are
Yeah,
pretty honest.
because I've tried
You know
with
what?
short men,
You know what?
and it doesn't work.
You know what? I would say just don't be like there's a certain size. There's a certain size. You can't be like below a certain size. I'm gonna keep it above.
For me, also, I've been sorry, Tavares, not to cut you off.
no, go ahead.
I've been doing
Keep gonna go on.
I've been doing so well. So the height thing is still an issue only because I'm 5'3", so I feel like it's not expecting that much for you to be a little taller than me. I'm not asking like 6'4" always. But it used to be like if you had bad teeth, it was a no. And now I'm more open to it. I'm not opposed, or I'm not going to cut you off as quick. But I am, like, the things that I look for is, like, nice teeth, nice smile. Those are, like, a weakness for me. But I'm doing better. Go ahead. Sorry.
Really, I'm really making this recovery.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Honestly, you guys made probably like the biggest points in minds, and I'll add my own little one at the end. But it just comes down to not being boring when talking to each other.
A lot of people are boring, bro. A lot of people are boring.
Because I'm not gonna sit here and talk to you if you're boring as shit. It's just as simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't expect me to sit around and like have you be like one word text messages or just vague text messages or like that, and expect me to just sit here and like keep talking to you. No.
Here's the thing. I think there's a lot of average people in the world, and the average person is more boring than you really think they are. The average person probably has like some stuff going on, but like they're kind of boring. Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of boring women out there.
But I also think
a lot of women that are worse talkers than me, and that's
I also think it's how you approach it and how you respond. Like, you might get similar questions of like, how's your day going? How are you? But instead of being like, I'm good, if you're willing to be more open, or even if like you are good, just be like, oh, yeah,
it's going great. I got the vid.
Yeah, or like, oh, I'm doing this and this and this and this. Like, you can easily have a conversation just by like actually taking time to an effort to respond instead of being like, I'm good, how are you? You could be like, I'm okay, I'm just doing this. Blah, 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 blah.
Do you think a lot of people just don't know, Tavares, this is the last thing I'll say. Tavares, you can answer this first. Do you think a lot of people just don't know how to have good conversations, or they just don't want to put effort into that?
No, because she took exactly what I was about to say before you guys started talking.
Sorry. Because we're the same person.
But this will answer both of you. This basically be a reply to both of what you guys said. If you sit there and I ask you, like she said, hey, how's it going? How'd you do today? You know, what's going on? And you just said, nothing much. And I keep asking every day or some shit, and you just say nothing much. It's like, all right, well, I'm going to automatically assume you just don't want to talk to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, my first thought wouldn't be, oh, you're just boring. No, it'd be like, oh, you're just boring to me because you don't want to talk to me.
To me,
and not only that, you don't... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
If you're boring to me, you're boring. If you're boring to me, you're a boring person. I'm the most interesting person in the world. If you're boring to me, you're boring.
I was just going to say, like, sometimes you don't feel comfortable saying what you really want to say if they're very dismissive and, like, the nothing much, you, what's up?
Right.
Like, same routine conversation. It's like, okay, do I feel comfortable, like, sharing if I'm going through something, or even just, like, want to have a different conversation when we have the same conversation all the time, just to say that we stay in touch.
Right.
I'd rather you cut me
share,
off.
I share.
Yeah. Because I definitely move off how the other person moves and how, like, kind of their texting and stuff.
My last thing would be, shit, I fucking lost it. Give me a second.
Take your time, bro. Take your time.
We've been interrupting you this whole time.
We spent like 20 minutes on
I have a very
jumping in
bad
front of
memory. It'd also be the follow-up to what you said or is that you? Where it's just,
yes.
I don't like people bothering me nonstop. Like, nonstop every day. Like clockwork. I need personal time. If I can't sit down and watch a fucking movie for at least an hour without somebody blowing up my phone, that just pisses me off.
Oof.
That'll get me pissed off real quick. I wouldn't be dating anybody
anymore. I think I'm a little different. My thing is, like, I want to be able to, like, sit down and have a conversation and, like, talk most of the day. It's just, like, when you want to, like, do something face-to-face in person all the time. We can text, like, as much as you want. Or I'll respond whenever I respond, whatever. It's just, like, let's do something. Let's do something. Let's do something. I don't like to be, like, smothered. Like, clinginess... It's like too much for me to handle. And clinginess early on. Clinginess early on is such a turn off to me, bro. Maybe after when we're like comfortable or like established feelings, but in the beginning I'm just like, get away from me. Please. Get away from me.
Be an adult, bro. Go do some shit, bro. Stop talking to me.
Literally. Like, because that's the thing is, like, I am very strict on my viewpoint of, like, we're still two separate people. If we're in a relationship or we're dating or we're exclusive, like, we're still two separate people. So I want to do things on my own and live my life, and I want you to do the same, and then we come together, you know? Like, I don't want to be smothered all the time and feel like I can only do things with you.
Hey, are you making fun of her hands?
No, like that was the most I've seen it so far this call. That was it, because that was all. She could have said nothing, and she would have got the point across. I was actually impressed. That was actually really good storytelling. I could tell what you meant by come together.
Yeah, literally.
Come together.
Fuck the Beatles. All right, what's the next question?
That's it.
Oh, wow, we did it. We got through.
We did it on time. Wow.
I don't know what time it is. I can't tell how long.
It was like
150.
almost 2 hours. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? That's in. We're back in regular form. We're back in peak form.
Back in business.
We did it. So that was episode. What was this? Season 2, episode 2, episode probably 17 of the Hey Quick Question podcast. Not to be confused with our soon to be.
We need to figure out these actual things, because you keep saying episode 1 or season 1, episode this, season 2, episode this. We gotta pick.
He said both this time.
Yeah, we gotta pick. He said both last time too.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure.
Okay, go ahead, finish. Sorry. Do your outro. Sorry.
Red leather, yellow leather. Jesus.
Red, yellow, leather, yellow.
Episode
Wait,
17.
Red. I said it wrong. Red leather, yellow leather. I can't say it. You say it, Eric. Red leather, yellow, yep.
Red leather, yellow leather. Shut up while I do the outro. Episode 17, season 2, episod 2 of the Hey Quick Question podcast. Not to be confused with our spinoff, soon to be podcast you might be hearing. Hey, even quicker pace podcast questions. Okay, it's been co-host number 3, Eric Tease, the Tease Man, Tease Ali. Co-host number 2, Tavares. J Pitts. Co-host number 1, Samara Queen Black.
Hang up. In the call. In the call. Disrespectful, bro.
We did it, guys. We did it. Yeah, don't interrupt me. All right.
My name's Samara, not Samara.
Samara's middle name is definitely Jay. Goodbye, everyone.
It's Jay for real?
No.